Welcome back to the Junkman, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you. Today we're going to watch the greatest geek year ever. It's on the CW, 1982. The greatest geek year ever, 1982. I don't know how I feel about that. I think I can find a better geek year than 1982, but I'm going to let them present it to me and see. We can watch episode 1. It comes on every Sunday on the CW, or you can watch it free if you don't have the CW at cwtv.com or CW app. But we're going to watch episode 1. Hopefully YouTube's going to let me put this up. And don't say, well, how can you hardly hear it? That's because you got to go watch it yourself. You're just going to watch me react to it. And this one's the year of Spielberg. The summer of Spielberg. Now, Spielberg had Raiders in 81. Was E.T. 82? I guess so. I was thinking, and that guy's on. There was no stopping that guy. So let's check this out. There we go. 1982. Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, First Blood, Conan the Barbarian, 48 hours, I can't talk, E.T., Tron, maybe 82 was a good year. You know, maybe 82 was a good year. I don't know. I have to look at every year to see, at least my personal geek side. 83 was pretty darn good. They're here. The summer of Spielberg. And there's E.T. We knew E.T. was going to be on this thing, didn't we? Look at him. I mean, that looks good. That's 1982. That looks good right there. Hey, there's Hot Lips. Blade. I've never seen Blade. I've seen parts of Blade Runner. I never sat down and watched the whole thing, I don't think. Tron. I didn't see Tron until a little later. I didn't see it as a kid. I wish I did. Ooh. The Thing. Man, I love Siskel and Ebert, didn't you? I miss those guys, man. Felissa Day. I'm not sure who that is. I thought it was Jennifer Grey to start with. Now, Blade Runner, I've seen parts of it. I don't know if I ever sat down as an adult anyway and watched it all. It was like always on HBO or something. I would just turn it on and watch it. I need to go back. I never know what cut to watch. There's so many different cuts. There's director of Fast Times. Fast Times, one of the best teen movies. No, I could never watch The Exorcist. It would come on CBS, and I couldn't even watch it. Oh, God, it would terrify me all night. Hey, there's Robert Meyer Burnett. Jaws, there we go.
That was, I think, where so many of us got hooked on
Star Wars.
Spielberg and Lucas changed everything.
After 1970,
Can you imagine growing up without Spielberg and Lucas? Halloween. Oh, everybody was into Halloween, man. That was... Oh, just seeing Star Wars gets me excited. Con. The Beastmaster. Okay. Also, 1982 was tagged the assassination game. They're not going to mention that, trust me, but they should. Midnight Madness, was that 82? Oh, I didn't even recognize Dave Filoni. Well, his hat. Oh, that's cowboy hat. Yes, go hang out in the woods and go out and play. Yeah. Yeah, and he ain't always home for dinner. Depends on if there was a dinner. Tron. I remember the arcade I went to didn't have Tron, and we kept waiting for it to come. Come on, bring us Tron. Finally got it. I don't know if anyone cared about rated R movies either. That and ID, they didn't care. It was kind of good when the nerd culture wasn't so big, you know. There's Tron. Wrath of Khan. I like Wrath of Khan. I'm going to say it. People don't get mad. First Contact is my favorite Star Trek movie. But I'm more of a Next Gen fan, so maybe that's why. 48 hours. Remember that? I went to the movie and saw the second one. I saw the first one on HBO. It's time for a third. Let's get a trilogy here. Oh, Road Warrior. Maybe, man, 82. The World According to Garp. That was on HBO a lot. So I think a lot of my 82 movies I watched in 83 because it was on HBO. I don't know this one. I don't know my favorite here. Is that guy from Perfect Strangers? The funny one? Hey, that guy from Maud. First Blood. Oh, still love First Blood. Leonard Maltin. Remember his big old thick movie books by IMDb back in the 80s? Oh, Snake. The best. The Rushmore of critics right there. Didn't always agree with them, but they was always explain their take really good. Yeah, passionately, that's what I'm saying. E.T. E.T. was huge. They don't even like to open movies that close together now. They're like, let's move them. It's too close to another movie. They're here. That's Joe Beth Williams. I didn't recognize it. Darth Vader poster. Ah, that scary clown doll. See a tauntaun. It has a Luke inside his tauntaun. It's a TIE fighter. Look at all that. Oh, an alien poster. Darth Vader. She has to share the room with a little boy.
Toby really had a real sense of the horror. Can you say
Caroline! Caroline! Was that her name? The old lady was always like, Caroline! That was a fake Scott Baio right there. Every time I see a neighborhood now that looks like another neighborhood, I think of Poltergeist. I was like, they must be built on an Indian grave. Oh, Atari. They had, the parents had an Atari in their bedroom. No, there she is. Caroline! 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 No, I wasn't smiling. That's creepy. Catwoman was getting excited. Used cars, that was good. I like that. Or was his dad at? I know they were divorced, but is he even in the kid's life at all? Yeah, good design, good effects, but sure was ugly. Give him a scrub bath. There was a lot of, it was pretty huge if you didn't live it back then. It was huge. How fake. It looks so fake.
That was me trying to get E.T. home. That's the gift that Steven Spielberg possesses. My acting teacher. And it's not a good game. It's a really frustrating game.
Can never forget.
Just, not really getting it.
Walking and falling in a hole. Now Spielberg's Raiders of the Lost Ark game, classic for Atari. That's a good game. Love that. Howard Warshaw didn't he did Raiders, didn't he? Did he do Adventure? Great game. Well, that was it. That was it right there. I cut that off. Well, that was it, guys. Episode 1. That was pretty interesting. I enjoyed that a lot. If you hadn't seen it, please check it out again. You can see it on CW on their website. That's where I watched it at. CWTV.com. I think just Google CW. The app is probably on there. So check it out. There is episode 2. If you like this one, let me know, and I'll watch I'll watch episode 2 along with you guys and put it up. If you like this, let me know. I won't watch it till I hear what you guys say. But thank you for watching. Thumbs up, like my content. Subscribe to the channel. We'll talk again.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.